welcome to the show. How you doing, everybody? Lemonade Kisses, always first in line. Bridget, nice to see you here. As always, Jasper, Pierre, MC. What does that sound for? A motorcycle? Southern Pecan, how's it going? Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I've been having trouble lately, but Teal Tides, hey. I'm up against the YouTube streets tonight. They're on live. You got 43 people in the house talking about nonsense. But it's all good. So this is one of the newer songs that I got. What we got here today. There's a little bit of the painting that I'm doing. Let me turn this down a bit. There's a bit of the painting I'm doing. Oops. No, cancel. I almost blocked you, Lemonade. I didn't mean to do that. Tonight, I found an old book we can look at if you like. It's got a translator now. I have this AI translator which enables me to read what's in some of these books. So I thought we might do that, but I kind of wanted to play my song. What do you think? I just wrote another one today, literally right before the show. So I hope you guys like it. It's kind of cool, I think. That's one of my newer ones. I just wrote it. It's a little different than what I usually do. So I hope you enjoyed it. Now, let's get into this book here. Oops. So that's pretty crazy. Got some amazing pictures. So we'll just go through. And if you want me to translate. Oh, did I? Oh no, okay. How do I fix that? Jeez, that sucks. I don't know how to fix that. Yeah, okay, well, I'm going to have to try to, if anyone can help me fix that, well, then we must do that, because that's no good. Oh, fuck, what the fuck? YouTube here. Okay, well, I don't even see them on here. Interesting, well, you know something, really? Really? Like, fuck, you know? Okay. Wow. I'm sorry there, Tropical. That voice sucks. I'll have to try and figure that out somehow. So let's sit here. Fuck. Now that just threw me off my game, because that's upsetting. So okay, I don't want to go near here. Let's go inside here a bit. Okay, most of these are deformed. I don't like this book. Let's go to a different. There we go. Okay. Well, that's really unfortunate. Let me see here. Let me just fuck around for a minute. I'm sorry, guys. No. She's gonna have to, hop on. Oh no. Yeah, Cass was telling me that Biff was kind of sus, but that's all I'm gonna say about that. But yeah, come on, like really, look at the girl. You know, she's had a moderate, fairly okay career, I guess, like realistically. I think she had maybe one or two songs that did any good. And I seen a couple, what do you call it, behind the scenes things with her. And she didn't live very punk rock, that's for sure. Just saying, you know, so, you know what I mean? Like, Canada's punk rock queen is in a posh little apartment with her little dogs and worried about the thread count on the pillows. You know, that kind of shit, right? Said it'll ruin her career. What the fuck? No, you know, she's probably one of these weirdo left-wing fucking pro-abortion weirdos that just are into killing babies. You know, because she probably wants her to do it on a Halloween or some shit too. Oh, do it on this date. Like, seriously, dude. I'm telling you, man, you gotta watch out for these people. Like, straight up. I mean, she's in the industry. You know, what a way to get another shot. I don't know. I'm just talking shit. I'm literally just talking shit. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking shit. All right. So, you know what I mean? You don't listen to my fucking crazy bullshit. Hey, Pixie Trail, what's up? Yeah. So don't listen to my bullshit. Oh, hey, I can do this. No? Oh, you bastard. Oh, well. That's why I got a backup. Yeah, of course she is. Of course she is. She's like, of course she is. That's the only way she could keep her career. Seriously. I mean, she would have to be on that side. Otherwise, she would not be able to have a career. Her whole career is based on that left doctrine. Okay? And I'm just throwing it out there, though. Oh, hey, Tropical. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to block you or anything like that. So I apologize. Yeah, she's no good, that chick. I don't like her. I think she had maybe one good song that I thought was, and I can't even remember it now. So it wasn't that fucking good, was it? Because if it was any good, I'd fucking remember it. So that's my take on Biff Naked. She was a fucking never was, that is a has been. You know, trying to fucking, so, no. She ain't gonna bring our girl down, honey. Gotta let her know. Yeah, man. You know, I don't know. Like, what do you do, right? What do you do? You know, like, that kid's gonna have, hey, homeless, how's it going, buddy? That kid's gonna have a lot of fucking, a lot of snakes in the grass coming at her from all angles, and snakes come with smiles, you know? I'm telling you, man. It's better to do everything independent. Because all these fucking pieces of shit, they're just gonna fucking take a piece. So fuck them. You know? That's just my opinion. Hey, you know. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, like, that's so... Exactly. So, and you know something? I'm telling you right now, and I don't want to... But that whole fucking truth and reconciliation is going to get hijacked by all these fucking assholes. You watch. You watch. So there's shit that really needs to be said and shit that's good, but it's gonna get fucking, it's gonna get muddied. The waters are gonna get muddied, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now. You see, I was watching, you know, so right now, I don't know if you guys know this, but on the other channels that I'm, you know, my little hip-hop channels that I'm all in with, there's all this kind of bullshit going on right now. And all these guys are yelling at each other, trying to fight each other on the internet, and it's just the stupidest fucking shit. You know? And you know, if anyone's... Yeah, you don't want to go there. So let's see here. Yeah, so let's take a look at a couple of these pictures. I'm trying to be good here, guys. You know? I'm trying to give you a little higher brow content. Not just gossip and drivel. Man, you know, I get fucking stuck scrolling. I get in one of those scrolling things. Yeah, no, that's not weird, Southern, okay? This world operates on levels that a lot of us don't comprehend. And it's very real. But a lot of times, you know, because we're so deadened our senses, you know, we get cut off from the source, so you can't tap into what's really going on, you know. But you know, it honestly, it does, man. It goes back to this fucking Babylonian shit. It does, all of it. It really does. That's why I study and look into these old books and pictures, because the past is the same as the future. You know? And what do I mean by that? Well, why would someone like this even, you know, care about her, you know, it has nothing to do with her. Why? Because that shit matters, that energy, that kind of shit. And that's why, you know, I'm telling you, man, that's why there's a whole group of people that are calling for, you know, just abortions and all this kind of shit, because it affects humans on a spiritual level. It's not just a physical thing. This is spiritual warfare. And when you're cut off from it, you don't realize the actions you do in this life or this realm affect the other realm, and, you know, and vice versa, right? So, Yeah, well, the boys, they're boys, right? They'll grow up to, that's, yeah, well, yeah, that kid's special. She's got a spark. People gravitate towards her. She's probably going to be able to get a good song popping off, and then take that and be able to, compound on that for sure. But it's a big job. And it's a lot of fucking bullshit. So, it's, she should have a good team around her, I think. And even if not, so what? There's other things in life that are just as satisfying, Yeah. Well, yeah, it's rare cases, right? It's, there were different times, but ultimately, all those movements were introduced into the academic system and then taught by teachers, and then professors wrote papers, and then it was accepted academia, these theories, and that's how you change a culture. You don't do it over, you do it over, decades, right? So we really are witnessing an incredible time. And I like I said, I was really angry for so fucking long, man. I was like fucking, because I was right and fucking, but something, I'm more and more trying to detach myself from what the outcome is and just enjoy the ride. I'll just fucking kind of speak on it. How's it going, Love and Moon? Exactly, man. Danny knows. Yeah, there's something binary about it, and there's something magic about it. It's color, it's frequency. So there's keys to kingdoms that you can reach through music. Sometimes you can't get back, but they're definitely there, right? The more you understand music, the more you can understand frequencies and shit, obviously. But it is something you can feel as just as well too, right? So you might not know any of the academia behind, but you got the feeling. So it's, but yeah, man, it's a trip. Yeah, trying to realize and live life on a, with good intentions. It's not always easy, but I guess they're tests, right? So yeah, these are some pretty cool old pictures. I found this book. I thought we'd look at it. Yeah, well, that's why alcohol is called spirits, because you open portals to spirits. And same with music. It opens portals. And words are spoken in frequency, so they have meaning and they affect reality. It's pretty serious. But it's easy to forget sometimes when you act in emotion, right? That's why they always try to say to not be so emotional. because you're going to do things on drugs that you'd never do sober. You'd never do it. But you're really, you know, you have a couple drinks that loosens your inhibition, right? You do a little bit of cocaine and that heightens your sexual energy. You know, you do some hallucinogenic drugs, you might end up walking in a forest for 2-3 hours and end up, you know, like, you do things that you just never would do, and a lot of times it's the most profound thing you've ever done in your life, and then you forget why you did it. But yeah, other times staying up for days on end, thinking you finally found the key to the problem that you thought you were trying to solve, but you forgot what the problem was. You know, and it's that shit is that's you know, you can't function in society after you've been up for 5 days and then try and go to work. Are you kidding me? Oh, Youngblood? Oh, that guy. Yeah, I talked about him already. I said this guy is an evil spell casting trickster, and you should be staying away from him. That song, I don't want it, with the kids and everything. That is evil as fuck, man. I decoded that thing right away. That, oh my God, no, God no. God no, if she does even talk to him, I will fucking find her and myself. Fuck. That guy is evil, man. I'm telling you. Walking around with the skull and, oh no, not. I think that guy is even more dangerous than Doja Cat. And the reason being is he's bringing the chorus is sung by kids. So when he says things, the camera pans over to the kids. This guy is no fucking good in my books, man. No. I seen this shit. Hey, baby, what's going on?
It's cute, eh?
Okay, yeah. Here, let's check this out. I'm gonna spin it around here.
I look terrible right now.
Okay. Alright, so check this. Oh yeah, you guys, we're gonna be putting up the here, wait, there we go.
Flip it over, flip it around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go, you can see the feathers.
With the feathers. Those are the earrings we're doing. Hey OG Green Machine, what's going on? It's right here in my pocket.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, that guy is no. Here. There you go, sweetheart. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I spoke. Thanks, but Prince. Yeah, she's doing good. We're gonna have them for sale for Christmas. So some of you guys better fucking cough up some money, for fuck's sake. But so, anyways, this guy Youngblood, he is no good, man. I'm telling you, the camera pans towards the kids when he says, certain things in the lyrics. And it's a catchy song. So you're singing these negative things, I don't want, I'm a bad person, whatever the song lyric is, but you're singing that, it's going over and over in your head. You don't want you don't want that shit. You just don't. And, yeah, no, he's no good. So let's hope our hero makes the right decision. Right? Hey, yeah, no, yeah. She's doing beadwork, and let's see here if I got anything up here. Oh, I got this little one here, so I showed this, but. I'll show the beadwork. There it is. Dude, I don't know what it is, right? The device is too hot. That's hilarious. Well, good for her. Fuck. Yeah. I think we're gonna send her a pair of earrings so she can wear them on tour. I haven't told her that yet. Yeah, so that's yeah, my Lorraine's just killing it. She really likes doing it. So I'm trying to make it so she doesn't have to work and she can just bead. So eventually we'll get there. So it'll be fun. But yeah, yeah, that young blood guy is no fucking good, man. I'm telling you. Not a good character, in my opinion. Like I said, this music is lesser magic. It really is. And I mean, God knows I've recited enough song lyrics in my lifetime, but I was kind of doing that unknowingly, but still, it's the same thing. You're still bringing these archetypes or these things into fruition. It's kind of a trip. Yeah, that's okay, OG Green Machine. I can't spell too well either myself. But these are some pretty cool pictures. I just like to share this with you guys. It's kind of a bit of a hobby of mine, is looking into older history. I know it should be on my History and Beats channel, but I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, we're gonna do that. She's well, her father was the chief of Tootenhausen Reserve, and yeah, there's some politics going on and this and that. But he passed. We did get to go, and I got to meet him, which was very cool. And that was the first time we went out there. So. Yeah, the second time we got in an accident. Crazy, but it's a long drive. Yeah, I drove off the road. We fell asleep. Everybody in the car was asleep. And I drove through this ditch. And I just floored it. And then I brought the car back up onto the road. I dodged an oncoming car as I did. It was I could have hit a log or a sign or a culvert or something, but we were lucky. There was everybody in the car, so yeah, she's learning about the beads and the colors and the meanings and stuff. So it's getting cool. It's, you know, I'm putting some time in on the editors and trying to figure out some shit, so I'll probably just be doing beading videos in the next 2 years. But that's cool. Anyways, it's just kind of a short live, I guess, tonight. You know, it's not really that packed out, but here we'll finish. I'm up against the juggernaut YouTube streets tonight. They're talking about, yeah, a bunch of shenanigans. Anyways, I was gonna talk about a couple jail stories, but yeah, I know, we just got to get it, I just got to, you know, organize it. We'll do that one weekend. But I just want to thank you guys for popping in. I'll save the stories. I might have kind of an interesting video coming out pretty soon. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. It's yeah, it might be too soon. The stories, you want to hear some stories? Well, okay, so when you go to jail, right? What's going on over there? Nothing much. Okay, well, so a lot of times you want to get something in there, some weed or whatever, and so I'll tell you, there's a time when I got it in, allegedly, and then there's a time when I got busted. So this one, okay, my buddy, my best friend that this guy, he ended up doing some time, and this was way back when there was camps, and it was at this one place called New Haven. So it was a camp, and it was pretty open. There was just a fence. It was along the highway in Burnaby, and you could just kind of drive up. So my buddy's in there, and so I'm like, okay, fuck. So I bring him a bottle of booze. I brought him, he was seeing this girl at the time, and this girl was all over the newspaper because her brother got shot by a cop. And he was seeing her. So I brought her, and then I brought him some other things, right? And so all I had to do was just pull up to this, it's like you come down this hill, and then there's like a T, and so you drive along the road, and you could just, you see the gate, and then you just keep driving. There's a fence, and you just pull up and stop. And we had a time, and I just sort of pulled over, boom, and 2 minutes later he popped in, and so I'm like, okay, here's this, and he, jumped in the van, and he got to see his girlfriend for a minute there. I'm out having a cigarette, whatever, blah, 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 boom. So this is how I treated my buddy, right? when he went in. So a couple years go by, and it's my turn, and so and this is we're a lot. Yeah, we were doing a lot. I was doing a lot of freebase at that time. Both of us, whatever, just type of thing. So I end up in this camp, in the same camp that he was in. So I'm like, right on, fuck, right, boom. I'll just call buddy, boom, fuck. So I call him and I'm like, hey, New Haven, when are you gonna come for my visit? And he's like, okay. And he was a mess. But so that day he'd been smoking all day. So I'm sitting there on the visiting day. I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. And finally, 10 minutes left in the visiting hour, he shows up. And he's fucking just fucked up. Tweets right the fuck out. And comes in and I'm like, fuck. You just put the shit, you just put it in a glove. It was just pathetic. There was no tact to it at all. It was a little different. They'd changed the rules because of I was in a little couple of years later. So I'm like, fuck. So I just kind of hid it in my pants. But I mean, when he walked in, and he walked in late, and I'm like, everyone's going, and I'm like going to see him, and he's just, so everyone's just, it was so fucking obvious. It was so obvious. It wasn't even funny. So I go back to my bunk, and they're like, hey. I just fucking shook my head. I just knew it. I'm like, fuck, I'm out of here. I knew it. I'm just like, fuck. So I go, and then I played the dance for a minute, and then I just fucking reached in and gave it to him. Fucking just like, fuck, man. It was just, oh, it was a joke. It was like, I was so busted. It wasn't even funny. It was just bad. Fucking little asshole. Still to this day, he's one of my best friends. But yeah, he was a mess. He was just cracked right out. Yeah. So that was a story that happened. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, okay. You know, dude, I'm thinking about making some OG hoodies and stuff. So I've got a couple designs in my idea, and that's for sure. Who was the guy I had on the phone one time?
Who's that 10-foot cord, babe?
Oh, thank you, sweetie. Yeah.
I'm gonna help him shower.
Okay, hon. I think it was, yeah, it was another old friend of mine. He used to play in a punk band. Yeah. I still work with him sometimes. So I might, I mean, I don't know. I'd like to bring Rob on. That would be funny. He'd have some, yeah, you know, dude, I think the OG hoodies would look cool. And I've been thinking about that already, trust me. But thanks. Because you're OG Green Machine, right? Just make them OG hoodies, you know? Like, yeah, I could do that maybe. I might have to go catch him at the golf tournament or something. He's not. I'd have to catch him when he's really drunk. That's the thing. So, but that might be the more entertaining part. Because the guy's funny as hell. He really is. He's funny as hell. So I got I got another little kind of interesting thing that happened when I was inside there. And this actually made me sort of look at organizations a different way. No, I didn't. Oh no. No, I didn't. No, I didn't see that. That's what's happening, eh? Yeah. Well, I could have told you that. Yeah, I could have told you that, but so this one time, and it was just so I used to go in a lot. Right on, Green Machine. I did. I would go in a lot because I did a lot of like organized kind of shoplifting stuff. So I got caught a lot because I did it a lot. So you get tapped in to kind of what's going on in there. Oh, really? I don't know about that. Interesting. And there was this big case where these guys all went in from a an organization, I can say it. And this is like the main one in Canada. Everyone knows who it is. I'm just not going to say it. So, and this was all over the papers and everything. So, in the remand center, it was like they had that tier. They had like their tier. They were all together. Everybody's all together. That was the tier to be at. That's where all the dope was. That's where all the, everything was there. After they went to court and had discovery, they found out that both of these guys who were in the same thing, and the rules in their thing was not to be doing rip-offs and stuff, that both of them were not being cool with each other. So what happened was when they went to the next place, they had a no contact with each other. So one of them was on one place and the other one was on another place. Whereas just 2 months before, they were both together with a couple other. So this thing had all split up, right? And this was all over the everywhere in the thing. So it's in this guy, and then they're both in the same place, but on different things, and they both have reason, sort of thing. And the funniest thing happened was I worked with one of them, and the other guy was in my tier. And so I get called to the hospital, and then I went there, and I went with the one guy, And when we show up, the other guy was there. And the guards had tried to set up a fight or something, because there was 2 or 3 guys behind the glass, like, because we went to the medical thing. So there's about 2 or 3 of these goon guards behind the glass with their, with their riot gear, because they were trying to set these 2 guys or whatever. And when I walked in and I seen the other guy there, I was like, holy fuck. I just stepped back and I just was like, fuck, man, I don't want to be here right now. Oh my God, I was just like shaking my head. And so they just yelled at each other a bit and whatever. And then, it was an awkward walk back. No, it was I was going to there's like a hospital, like a medical wing in there, right? Where you go, like, see a doctor and stuff. So but I've been to the hospital when I've been in there. Because like I said, I used to go a lot. So, this one time they had to take me out and I had to go get my knee drained or something. I stayed overnight and they brought me back. But I've done that. You're all in handcuffs and everything in the hospital. Everyone thinks you're like the serial killer or something. It's pretty embarrassing. OG outdoor gear. That's a good one, buddy. I like that. That's pretty cool. I like that. And that's about it. I would do the like the extra thick hoodies, for sure. Right? But so those are a couple little stories I had that I was just thinking about earlier. I thought, I haven't told any of these stories for a long time, and I really haven't told the last one really at all too publicly, because at the time it was a big deal, and I didn't want to, but now. You could figure out who it is, but it'd take a lot to do it. So, but it's, this other time, fucking, I was sick, and I used to have this cellmate called Bilo. I'll just call him Bilo. He died. He caught AIDS when he got out once. I remember this. He was he'd been my cellmate more than once, like several times. And he'd gotten out, and then he went on a tear. And then he was really sick when he came back. And then he ended up dying after that. But I remember that. Like, I remember him coming, because I was his cellmate, so I remember him going to the hospital, getting his HIV test. I remember him coming back, testing positive. I remember him telling me about the needle he shared that gave him the HIV. I remember that. But I used to work with him. He got me he got me a job on the maintenance crew, which is kind of a cushy job. You'd get to go around, and so you got access to all the other tiers, and you'd clean, and we painted. That's how I got on, actually, is because I was a painter, and he knew I was a painter, and I was his roommate. He'd always been in good with these guys, as far as, and I was always a cleaner too. Whenever I went in, as soon as I sobered up, I'd get a job as a cleaner, or I'd be in the kitchen. It was like every time. So that's what I always did. So I ended up getting a job on the maintenance crew, and with this guy, with Bilo, and he, so there was these guys, and they were a big organization up here in the Kootenays, and I remember the leader, when I first saw him, he was short, his hair was messy, he was wearing a sweater, a red sweater, because we had red jumpsuits, so jumpers, and he was cleaning the tables. He was the head cleaner on that tier. And then that night, I found out that guy was the leader of an extremely notorious alleged drug gang. And he ended up being my boss for the yeah, he ended up being my boss for the cleaner job, and yeah, I got pretty close to him. I actually wrote a letter to him a couple times when I was out, and but the whole thing got taken out. So there was him and a few others, and they were on trial at this time. So, but there was a lot of missing. Yeah, they ended up getting a long time, all of them, and I think he's still probably there. I haven't reached out for a while. It's been a while, but he was a super sweet guy. It's one of the sweetest guys I've ever known, and you would have never known how callous and cold he really was. You know, like there was no way you would ever think. And that was different. That was because, you know, they all got convicted of, you know, what happened, and it wasn't pretty. And I met all of them. I met, you know, yeah, it was that was different. Good guys, though. Another one was the Air India, the one that did all the time. I was in North Fraser with him. He sat at the table across from me, actually. So, but he did 20 years, and then they tried to give him. They kept, because he wouldn't talk. He wouldn't give up anyone ever. They came at him with another 5 years right at the end of his 20 years, and yeah, he's out now. But allegedly, he took down a plane. I think it was the Air India bombing. It's in Canada. That man was, he sat next to me for dinner. Yeah, it's not fun at all, dude. It's not fun. I just thought, you know, I hadn't told any stories really for a long time, so I was just thinking about it earlier, you know, yeah, maybe I'll drop a couple stories, just fun. Because it's been a while, so I think they're okay. And they're pretty vague, so. But you meet all different kinds in there. Well, I've had a few different interesting cellmates, like one of them was his sister was the tax girl for pretty much every convict in British Columbia. This guy was fucking, yeah, he was no nonsense at all. I had another cellmate that was a cop killer, allegedly. Been in over 25 years. Yeah, the remand center is crazy. You know, you're in there for just a small little thing, and you meet some of the craziest people. Yeah, I usually did pretty good in there. I usually ended up start drawing, and so I guys would get me to write poems for their girlfriends and draw envelopes on envelopes and that. They'd pay me, so I usually did pretty good. Did okay, and like I said, I was a cleaner with a couple of these guys, so that, you know, there was, yeah, I don't miss any of that at all. I really don't. I'm glad to be rid of it. Yeah, man, it does. It's just, dude, and I was so close again, really, to yeah, I'm just not, yeah, and my God, man, if I hadn't learned my lesson, then I did now, because, yeah, it's just, anyways, I thought I'd just kind of drop a few little stories, and I guess I could have had the picture on there. I had my eyes closed. So thanks a lot, guys, and thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. I'll make a video about the beadwork pretty soon. And so thanks for coming in, sweetie. OG Green Machine, Lemonade Kisses. Danny, how's it going, buddy? When are you guys coming to Vancouver? Let me know. OG Green Machine. Mary, Tropical, Bridget, Pixie, Juicy, Backdoor Man, Dickie, thanks guys, thanks everybody. Lemonade as always, Jesse, Jasper. Wow, thanks everybody. Teal Tides, Mary Owens, OG Green Machine again. Footprints in the Library, that's what I was looking for. Sweetie Snacker, Divine Glow, and Lemonade Kisses, Pixie Trail Mix. All y'all. You guys always come in and just let me have a little bit of a freestyle. I hope you enjoy the show. I try to make it a little entertaining, and just be as real as I can, you know. So yeah, we're pushing. Thanks, everyone. And I had a good live tonight. I appreciate it. Danny was in the drunk tank. Say, Mohawk, what's up, buddy? Isn't he always? Dude, I would be too if I was him. Fuck me. You know what I mean? How do you